Assembling Your Die using Autodesk Inventor 2013 academic version. In this tutorial, we're going to take the 6 sides of our die, which you have now created, and assemble them into one assembly that is complete. To begin with, we're going to go to File, or the Application menu, and go to New and Assembly, and start up a new assembly. To begin, we click on Place, grab one of our parts, and bring it in. And I'm going to hit Escape to cancel because we only need one of those parts. And I'm going to zoom out a tiny bit. You will see over here that there's a pin. This pin means that it is grounded. It cannot move. When I right mouse click, you'll also see down here visibility, and you'll see grounded. It is the part that everything else will be built off of. Next, we're going to place our next piece. We will take the number 2. Okay, put it in place, and again, once we know we only need one piece, so I'm going to right mouse click and click cancel. Now the assembly begins. To start with, we'll click on Constrain. Constrain allows us to set up the parameters to lock the two pieces together. In this case, we're going to take the face of the 2. I'm going to scroll around here a bit, and then I'm going to take this edge, and what we're going to do is pop that into place. Now you can see they are backwards. There's what is called mate, which mates the 2, and flush. We're going to reverse this and flush it. You can see right now that they are flush together. I'm going to click on Apply. I'm going to hit Cancel at the moment, and you can see what happens. Now what happens when I select this one, I can move it around, but when I put it from the right view, you'll notice that I can move it, but I can't move it off of this flushed area here. Okay, we're going to go back to the Constrain, and this time around I'm going to constrain this edge and this edge together. Now you notice it's kind of a little hard to see the edges. Immediately in here, I'm going to go to View, Visual Style, Shaded with Edges, and you can just see this a bit better. Okay, now I'm going to select this edge and this edge, and it's going to pop into place. And once again, it is selected Mate, so we're going to reverse that and go to Flush. And we're going to click on Apply. Now you can see that if I exit out of this, once again, I can click on this and I can move it, but I'm actually only able to move it now in an up-down direction. Okay, and I can't move it side to side. Finally, the last operation, going back to Constrain, so Assemble, Constrain, is to take this top surface and this surface and click Flush and then Apply. And you can see they are now fully constrained together. And they will not be able to move anymore. So if I close out of this, once again, if I click on this part, the original part, you can see they move together. And when I click this part, you can see they'll move together as well. So they are fully constrained together. Next, we'll go to Place, and we're going to grab one more part. So we're going to grab the 3 because it is one that we haven't used yet. Click on OK, and you can see now that I'm going to put it over here, Escape to get out of it, and this time around we're going to do it a little differently. To begin with, Constrain this surface and this surface together. They pop into place, go Flush, hit Apply. Instead of making them made up with the surfaces, we're going to do it with a plane. So I'm going to zoom out a tiny bit here, and this time to center it, we're going to use the plane. So I'm going to move this over. Under the first part, Origin, you're going to see that there's different planes, and as I highlight them, you can see they show the different planes. So I'm going to click on the XY plane. Then what we're going to do is go down to part 3 and the Origin, and I'm going to find the matching plane, which is that one there, and when I click on it, you'll see they pop into place again, and apply it. And then finally, we will take the surfaces, which is this one here, and this here, and they pop into place and apply. And once again, those are now constrained. So there's different ways of constraining your project in place so that everything lines up the way you want it to. So at this point in time, you would just continue on and finish off your other 3 sides, and you would then be complete. So we're going to stop this tutorial because there's no need for me to actually finish this off. So there we go, tutorial is complete. You would have to match up the sides appropriately so that the 1 and the 6 are on opposite sides, the 3 and the 4, and then the 2 and the 5 would match accordingly as well. So that completes this tutorial.